Alrighty, welcome back. Thanks for coming back. I am working on the Mercury Cabover. When Jolene shuts the camera down, I obviously keep on working. I have been anyways, just to try to get more done. I have both sides skinned now. This side went okay. This side went a lot easier. I had the right shapes. I knew exactly what to do. This side laid on easier than this side, but now I'm happy we got both sides done. This is really, really, I don't want to start shaking or whatever, but it's really strong. Like, it's really strong. I hope that whatever it may bump into, I hope it's strong too. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. I'm happy with it. The panels look good on it. I'm not going to start grinding anything. I want to tell the truth about that. How long it takes me to weld it up, it almost takes you that long to grind it. So if you can weld it up in, say, an hour or an hour and whatever, it's going to take you probably an hour to grind it and make it look nice. And what I'll do is I'll just come in and try to grind the welds off, make it look the best I can. I have not warped anything yet. Everything is not exactly right in the right perfect shape. That can be done just before we're doing filler or something like that. I think something like this, it deserves filler. It deserves to be sandblasted and filled out to make it look complete so you can see what it really, really, really is going to look like. There's lots of work left to do yet, but I'm having fun right at the present moment, so I'm going to continue on with it. As Jolene puts the camera down sometimes, I'm going to take off and try to keep on the welding part, trying to keep that stuff ahead. And how I did this, how I welded this up, I didn't warp it anywhere. I did every 6 inches, kept going along, made myself a pattern, how I did it, and then I can go on to the other side and start tacking that one, bang, 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 bang. No heat whatsoever, so it does not get out of place. When I welded this on, I put some weld in there, had a gap in there, put the rod to it, put some heat on it, I just put some heat on it, I did, before I skinned it. I took the tape measure and it took it out half, quarter. It did, so I had to bang it in with a hammer. Everything was leveled up on the last one. That was a big part, trying to get it all leveled up, and I still, it's still by eye. It's all by eye for me. It's visual, visual, visual. Now I want to continue skinning up here, so I want to try to make a skin for this. The back door is not, the hinge are not on. They're just bolted on, half bolted on. This one's half bolted on. You can open the door up though. But what is happening right now is, as I have this sitting down on here, we still have that square tubing in there. I have to cut some off this door because the square tubing went down inside the door a little bit. I have to cut that off, a little bit of this door on the inside, so I can open this door back up. I have to open this door back up to cut off the square tubing that I have right in front of this door. The reason that was put there was to secure this part. We have the door still welded shut up there. They're just tacked shut, and we got one up here. So when we cut this off, I'm saying that everything's going to stay the same. Nothing's going to move. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm hoping. When I cut this off, then that means that door, when I knock these little welds off, that means that door will be free. I still have a hinge to put in or deal with. Where the door is fitting here, also, if anybody watches the videos, it has a 1949 Mercury or Monarch hood that would sell. Please info the page, please, because I might, if it comes to it, I might cut up the hood. I'm not sure. I don't really want to. It has louvers in it. Why cut that work up? But anyways, as I do this and I connect this to the door, and this door will swing open once I cut this open, then I can make my skin that goes to it. It's going to take a little bit of work to make this skin secure and make it what it is. We're going to have to draw a line where we want to cut it off and what we want it to look like. Once this hood piece goes up into here, then that means that I can cut this off and then it'll open with the door. I might even shape it so it comes back and down. I might just put a little corner here and flatten that part off and run the hood up underneath. Who knows? Basically, what I'm doing is I'm just running on the fly with this thing just as quick as I can. I'm fabbing as quick as I can to make what I said I was going to make. Nothing is for sure. Not even even the body when I put it on. I didn't know where it was going to end. It is. I ended it where the hood ended in the front, I guess. And now that I've got it on there, I'm thinking that the hood might even have to be shortened a little bit to get it back a little further. But when it come to doing the pipes in the back, that was just done by not having the pipe that I wanted. So I made this style. I am enjoying it. It looks good. It's rough and tough, that's for sure. But I want to continue on with the visual, so I want to continue on skinning this part. I'm showing you how I do it. But first I have to get this door open, and we're going to go from there. Is that right, baby? Jolene's looking amazing today. She always looks good today, or amazing every day. What do I want to start with? I want to start with the grinder, try to get that door open. That's basically what I'm going to do. I was going over, I got so many cords running around here, I don't know what cord to take. So what I'm going to do is, when I get here, you can see the difference in the doors. This is the 36.4 door there. The 49 doors underneath, obviously. I got to cut some of that skin off to allow that door to come open. It's catching on. And I think when I go to skinning this thing, I'll put the other back door back on. I'll just bolt it on like I had it before, and then I'll start welding it on, because I think the in and out way will be through the firewall and the trunk part. The door, I've got the brace going there, and it seems to be so shy that I'm not liking it there. Alrighty, so this is the part I'm talking about. You can see I've got it up over there, and that's why it's not opening. Now I have to grind that open. Gonna be hard on my ears. Probably should do the plasma cutter, but I'll take some headphones. You don't mind? Probably rattle me. Just need a little bit. She's gonna throw me in some headphones, just because she can. You holding that camera steady? Oh man, awesome! You gotta even get a little bit of a shot of the side of the truck doing this. All right, here we go. All right. I'm thinking I've got that down low enough. It might catch. I get that little spot right there. Get that little spot, Chad! Alrighty. That should allow me to get the door open. Maybe I can get it open from inside, who knows? Sounds like a reasonable thing to do, don't it? There you go. Oh, she's hitting. I'm gonna cut the top of this off. I get her open. Come off a lot easier. And the hinges aren't. Don't know what's going on because I'm not outside yet, but I'm gonna be. Alrighty. Basically, what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to get that back door. I'm just trying to sheathe a little bit more, but I want that back door. I gotta get that grinder out. See, it's caught up on that square tubing right there. You know what I'm saying? Alrighty. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut that square tubing out of there. That square tubing is coming out because I should have went through that door maybe. Because I have to be able to open the door to the truck. I cannot skin it and then weld. Yeah, I cannot skin it and leave that welded there because I would never get the door open again. And that's not what we want. It's not what we want. Sitting right on there so nicely too, eh? Huh? If you know what I'm trying to die. We still got this across here. Yes, we do. But it's got to come off. Like there's no if ands. There's no if ands. It's got to come off. Let me think. It does not have to come off if I want to cut my door above it. It does not have to come off. But the door right now, you'd have to, how would you'd be pretty hard. No, you can cut that. Half and dozen one of the other people. Well, I want to get this door open first. I should be able to get this door open here. Wiggle her a little bit or something here. Just caught it beneath that. There we go. Just a little muscle, that's all. Just pull it down a little bit. I was just thinking I had to cut it off anyways. What's that, sweetheart? Oh, not plugged in. And this is what happens on the fly. I'm building on the fly, as you get to see. I'm gonna cut this off. That's all. I want to get that cut off. What do we got going on here? There we go. Okay. She just screwed on there in the. Can't get it. Standing on my own court. Alrighty. I'm thinking that'll swing in there now. No, probably have to get it down some more, wouldn't I? Take a different kind of grinder. Just try to get it down a little bit. All the doors are just kind of hanging on by, this one's got 2 screws in it. They got 8. It's got 8 screws for the hinges, and then it's got 2 screws on the outside of the door post. It's got more screws and screws. Nope. Well, I don't know if I want to pick that door up or not, but just going to try to grind a little better, that's all. Grind it. This holds that in there. I don't want that in there. I'm going to take this off. get this, I'm going to hold off on this for a minute because I can cut the door off on top of that and leave that bar there. I can. It's a nice support here. Yes, it is. It's a very nice support. But we do have it 2x1 going across there connected to the post. That should be enough. Should be enough. We could run a support. Anyways, I'll continue on with this. I'm going to try to get that door on tight before I put a little, before I start to sheathe it. That's all. I want to get the door tight before I sheathe it. All the doors were half bolted on, and we don't want them half. We're going to weld them on. We're going to weld them on. Hitting here. That's hitting. Got to take some off. Everything's just kind of sitting there, I guess. Glasses. Want this door to shut the best it can. Just a little bit more. And remind yourself, I'll still be able to get in it and get it, get inside and clean it. And in actual fact, I'm gonna weld the doors in place, or try to get them in place. Yes, I am. And then, believe it or not, I'll probably end up replacing the bottom anyways with all new sheet metal. I might run a whole new piece of metal all the way down to the sill. So there's no way that it could. There, that's not bad. That's good. Doesn't matter how, I'm not caring. And I think everybody knows that these old cars don't fit like everybody thinks they do. They fit they fit halfway. I don't think the quality control was there at that time. Probably not. Is that hitting on that piece of paper? I just want to see if piece of paper. Just check and see if something's hitting something. Yeah, you can see it's hitting there. I just open that up and take it off because it's not giving me a true read. It might be able to get in a little further. Just hold me off the top, probably. We'll do it again. Got to get that door in tight as possible, or I want to get it in tight as possible before it falls off. My foot goes up on my ass, so I just hope that didn't kick off your mic. I'll get up here and we'll check it. Nope, I want that. Every time I cut more off, I just go in a little bit further. Yeah. All right, I gotta cut some more off it again. And that's not fitting the best it can there, but I can't do anything about that, Probably hit it with a hammer. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get this line going right. it's okay. But basically, I'm probably end up going to cut this off and replace this all right down to the sill. It just seems like a really nice flat piece of metal. It's not really flat. We'll roll. We'll do a 4 foot, 2 4-footers or 2 3-footers. We'll have to put down 2 pieces, but we'll go beyond a little bit, so we'll break that seam and make it nice and tight. But that's just a roll. We'll roll that down and weld a nice line across there. And it'll just give it new sheet metal. It'll make it one complete side. And for anything to happen on this, you'd have to rip the doors open that I'm going to weld on. I'll go inside and weld to the post. You'd have to rip them open. Plus, you'd have to rip a piece of metal in half. It would make it quite strong. It's going to make it over strong, I guess. And that's what we want. We want it as strong as possible. Let's take some more off. Man, take some more off. We're getting closer. We're getting closer, believe me. It's tight down there. That's going to come off. See, we would, yeah, that's cool. That's good. That's good. Yes. I'm going to weld that there. I'm going to take a die grinder and clean it up. Or I'm going to weld it. You want to check my mic? Yeah. I don't know how that line lines up with that yet. I've got it pulled. I pulled it up far as I can on the where it's fitting. We'll see. I'm just going to take an air line. Did I put the air on yet? We'll see, won't we? No air yet. All right. I'm just going to weld a spot on the door to keep it shut. That's what I'm going to do. Hopefully, I can get a piece going here. I'm going to weld it on the post. Where the post comes down on the door, that's where I'll weld it shut. There's no sense me going on the outside and welding it. I'll just go on the inside. There's a post on either side of the door. I'll just go down there and maybe run a couple strips of metal down there, or maybe, I'm not sure, but that's where I'm going to weld it shut. I'm going to weld the seam shut on the top of the door, but the bottom of the door, I'm going to wait until we do the skinning thing. I'm going to get the door shut, get it skinned. I want to weld that there until we cut the skin off, I guess, just to make sure everything stays in place. Welder. Is this plugged in, is it? Got that cord right there. What's this one plugged into? Plugged into that. There we go. Look at that. Now, helmet. So I'm just going to weld the door shut so the clamps, I can relieve the clamps. I can't relieve the clamps until the door is welded shut. Basically. Then we're going to continue on. I'm going to make a piece for up here and shelve that off. That welds the door shut. my glasses on here. Need a welding rod. Back of the welder. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to trip over that. Should hold that. Just put the heat on the inside on the post. Just putting the heat on the post. I ain't got that cleaned up down there, did I? That's not going nowhere. All right, sorry about that, sweetheart. I'm just connecting it on the post there so that door can't come. I'll have to weld this all down the back side. Yes, I will. But right now, my door is on. My door is on. I can cap a little bit across the back, and that's what I'm going to do. The front door, I can let this off, I think, pretty sure. Let's see how the front door lines up. And if it doesn't line up, that's okay. We got a new piece of metal going on there. We have a door we're going to make there. We got so many things going on that everything's okay. We'll just keep cruising on as we get going. That did never. Well, we're going from there. That's as far as we got her up, so it's not too bad. Not too bad. We can beat that down with the hammer from well that shot. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. That door has to come up something. No, doors got to go in at the bottom somehow. It's not bolted on there, right? I might try and do that. But right at the present moment, I'm going to make a piece for this. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick with that because it has nothing to do. I don't have to go up here until I get this dealt with. Then I'll have to deal with the other side. That's what I'll try to do, deal with the other side. And then I can spend a little more time, now that I got this opened up, I can spend a little more time in my brain and try to figure out what I want to do here, whether I want to try to cut the door above the square tubing because it looks so good there. It does, doesn't it, laying on that piece? I like it, but anyways, let's make a piece for there. That's what I wanted to do, and that's what we're going to do. All right. Here's what we're doing. I've got a piece of Bristol board here. Thank you very much, Guy. Appreciate that very much. Appreciate that very much. Ooh, she's hot today. She's hot. You, Jolene, you're hot. I've got the full length. What I've got there, that's the fullest piece. That's the fullest length I have that I can make. This is the distance that I'm away. That's the distance I'm away from getting my shape. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I need that distance or more to run along the outside of this, to run alongside this car and mark it so I get that shape. So that right there is what I did. This procedure has been done, but I'm doing it again because Jolene told me to. I was about to make one, and she said no. This is what I did. I took a little, hold that up there like that. Took a paint stick. I held it on the side of the car. Straighten out, marker. Sorry, the car. And I made that shape. And the reason I got that shape, because I made it that far out, I went the same distance all the way along. Pair of scissors. Should have another pair of scissors around here somewhere on these things, right there on the floor. So whatever distance I was away, and I just guessed, I got a paint stick. Should give me somewhat of a good read, and if it's not right on the money, I can just trim it and make it go there, right? So that's what the exact same thing is what I don't know what their name is sent to me now, was the profiler thing. You could take, if you had a long one, I could shove it in there and make that profile. Yes, I could with that thing. I'm getting dirt on my face, aren't I? Hey, there's my piece. Let me cut a little bit off the front here. Come on now, girl. Come on, baby. Just holding it up a bit, that's all it was. Holding it up a bit. That's nice in there. Need a little bit back here, see that right there? See that we need a little bit? I put some tape on that, right? Put some tape on that, just so I know that. I get sweat running down my face that bad, it's itching me? I think I do. So we're going good. There's our shape right there. I'm just pressing on that edge. Draw me that line. Right, there she be, in all her glory. I have a marker here. We're going to stick that up closer to that, get a truer read for our metal. Come down about here somewhere, I guess. We're going right to this point. And that's our line. And I need a little piece of tape to make that better. Right with you. I'll be right with you. So I'll have to make two of those. And the second one's, and sometimes it's harder, but the second one went easier for me. Ooh, baby almost went down. She got, my baby's quick. She got no shell, as you can tell. Huh? My baby quick. She stepped on the old die grinder, did a toss and a turn, didn't you, baby? Here we go. I just need to get that to stay there so I can get a truer read on the earth end of this thing. Just want it closer, that's all. Right? I can fix it with a coat hanger. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. But where I have the chance, without my glasses, that's dangerous. And the straight edge we'll do with a ruler. So you can see as I get going, I will have to on the fly. I'll have to do it on the fly, everything. I'll have to come up with ideas and everything as I go. I cannot say exactly what's going to happen because I don't know. And every time I get there, it's a new surprise. So I'm designing on the fly. I just want to cover it in on the back there, and then I can have a little more time to think about the doors. Time I get two of these made. Oh, don't want to crush that tape over. By the time I get two of these made and two of those welded in, that'll give me a little more time to think about what's going on with the doors, whether I want to cut them off or not. And when I do this, I'll make one, make both, and then I'll go side to side and weld them on. Put the welder in the back of the car so the welder can reach both places, hopefully. See what happens. Thank you very much, cardboard guy. I appreciate that. Here we go. And the reason I only made this big of a piece here, because there's my big is my pattern. That's fine. And the reason being is, once I weld this across here, I'm overlapping this part. I wouldn't want to weld to the seam there and then do it. I want to go back here. I want to cross that seam with a complete piece of metal is what I want to do. I want to cross that seam. Everything looks good going there. I'm feeling happy with that. Let's cut this off straight. Righto. There we go. That's what we're making right there. We're going to bring that over and put it on there just like that. All right, let's take this and trace this on a piece of metal. I should have that. I wonder if I got a piece of metal to make it or not. Didn't even look for that, did I? Huh? Didn't even look for that. Got a marker right there. Oh, I got lots of metal. Let's do this. Lay it out on the floor here. I don't know which side. We'll do it this side. I want a straight edge on that. There we go. We'll do it this way. That's fine. Cut that. Come on, girl. Doesn't want to work now. That's too bad. I had it all planned out for you that you were going to do this great job, that marker, and it's canceled. It canceled. So yeah, then when you get the door, I got to put the door on this side. Just got to put it back on. Just go easy on the tapey poo there. Just make that a little straighter there. So, if you have an angle you have to find, and you've got a gap, you basically go to the gap and say that's the distance I have to have, or the biggest distance you have to have away from your piece that you're making. Describe it out. A pair of shears. Let's use that cord right there. Shears right here. Yeah, I don't really want to cut up the hood that I have. I don't. But I will. I think I will. Anyways, I think I will. I don't want to. I might even just make the pieces, but the pieces are already there on the hood. They're the right shape. They're the right contour. They're right everything. You know, so it's kind of the right piece. And basically, I'm just going to try to run that line all the way straight along there, or the best I can. That's basically what I'm going to do. Probably shouldn't have cut that with no glasses on, but right? I can make up for it on the next piece. A little piece on the end here. I find the shear, if you get too close to the edge, it makes sometimes a mess. So I'll just use this where it's here. Say it once, say it again. You can never have enough ways to cut metal. You can never have too many ways to cut metal. That's what I'm trying to say. Threw my glasses down somewhere, didn't I? Over here. Yeah, so I'll have to use my brain on how I'm going to do that. How I'm going to cut the door, what I'm going to do there. I have to use my brain on that. Just remind yourself, I can shape it in. Once I get this piece from the hood, I got to cut this skin off, weld that skin, the hood on there. Then I can make the shape of any way I want to. Any way I want to. Pretty good. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Alrighty, I'm going to go here. I'm going to roll this sucker. I'm hoping that it's as good as it was last night. That's just giving me a little bit of tension. That's all it's giving me. You know, it's not so flimsy anymore. What I have to do, I like. Alrighty, I don't mind that at all. I don't mind that at all. Just want to roll this down a little bit more. Just the edge. I'm going to do that just a little bit. Just bend it a little bit, I guess. I want to see how much I'm bending, that's all. Just because when I go to put it on there, that edge is going to want to be pushed down. I want to give it a little bit more before I start. See what I mean right here? This is going to want to throw it up in the air, but I'm not. I have to actually. Ooh, that don't look bad like that, does it? All right, I'm gonna have to. What I have to do is start somewhere. That's basically the end of it. I have to start somewhere. Let's put a tack on it. Let's put a tack on it. I'm going to have to. This is the deal here. Where I'm welding this side on, I've just made the back. Just like what's going on there. It's coming up hard. Yes, it is. And as I run this along the car, I can't go straight over. It wouldn't look good, you know. I'm going to have to run up on the 36. I'm going to have to run up on it. When I'm running up on it, I still want that line. I still want that line straight. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. I want that line straight. That going around the cab. I gotta have it. I gotta have it. It will not look right if I don't. I don't like, in my opinion. It will not look right. Is it running up or down, sweetheart? The line. Can you see? Can you tell, sort of? Up there, maybe, and then push that down, or run it up like that. That looks good there. Yeah. I can stand back and take a look. This is where it comes to. Yeah, man, oh man, holy smoke, that looks fantastic. Doesn't it? That looks fantastic to me. I don't know, like. And just run that straight through after that, wouldn't you? Or yeah, that's what I'm doing. Looks too good. Tacked on there. Just it's. What can I say? I'm just going to tack it on the back side, and then I'm going to run with it. And I'm going to run with it. Checking my mic. How's it going? Just like that. I'll stand back and take a look at it. That's what it takes. That's what it takes. That's what it takes. That's what it takes. Let's come down. When I hold that down, does it look good? You tell me if it looks good when I hold it down. I'm going to get a pair of vice grips. I've got to do it for myself. I got to do it. this is, I guess this is a shoulder here, but this is the line I got to continue with. Like, I mean, more or less. I like it. It's good. I like it. I've got it so tight over here that I'm going to have to zip cut it. Wow, that's basically... I don't know what to say. That went, I don't know. I don't know what to say. That went very well. Just put it on and nail it. That's basically what's got to happen the whole length. The doors are going to be a situation. They are. But it's not. But it's nothing we can't handle. Not at all. Nothing we can't handle. Shouldn't have put that there, but I did. Should have put it down in the bottom because I'll grind it off. Just want to zip cut this up here. What's going on is I pushed it back. We're a little bit crooked there. We're good now, baby. I'm going to get a helper stick, or hammer will do. Hammer will do. I like, it's flush right here. I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go with that right here. I'm going to take this. Just a little bit further. Basically, just to hold it in place is what I put there. It was flush. I'm just going to try to hold that down all the way along. Make it flush and happy. Flush and happy. Man, beautiful. Man, I love this game. And it is a game sometimes too, you know, what you have to do or what. That's where I like my rod. I really do. I like that rod there. That's where I put that rod at. I didn't want to do that. Pretty low spot, hard to warp that. That's quite heavy. Good there. That's basically what I want. I don't want to warp anything. I'm very particular on that. And basically, when you warp something, it's like, what can I say? If I warp that and made a mess of it, it would be the exact same thing as me going out and smashing up my car. Exact same thing. You got to fix it. You got to fix it. That's what it means when you warp stuff. And that's why I'm taking so much care when I weld it on. I take my time. Well, I would say take my time. I run around and try to get it fast as possible. But what I'm trying to say is welding it up the right way instead of putting beads on it and using air and all that sort of stuff is, you know, it helps. It really does. It helps. I'm going to take and grind that little bit of what that is there yet. Grind that off first. Watch yourself. You can imagine, or I can, it'll be nice when I get it all welded up and I get to sandblast it and then I will get to show what something I've built and sandblasted, what it looks like. You know what I mean? Like once it's all sandblasted, it's really quite a feat when you weld something all up, and then that door's not moving, is it? Just gotta be careful. Make sure everything's welder's not on. Let's turn that on. I just don't want to push the door skin in. Nope, it's lots strong there. I just don't want to push the door skin in and ruin anything. That's all. Don't want to take it out of shape and weld it. That'd be the wrong thing to do. Take it out of shape and then weld it. It's nice that I cleaned that little bit of metal up for once. Take the hammer, knock this down a little bit, see if I can knock it down a little bit. It's all good. Beautiful. Gotta stay on it until the red's gone, usually. That way there she stays. Sometimes you'll find them little tits come on your welding, and what I'm saying for those things, I usually hit them again. What I mean is by hit them again, when I get a tit like that coming on the weld, I just dab back into it again. But where I'm tacking it, it does not matter. It does not matter because I'm just trying to tack it. But I will show you what I mean here in a second. And I don't know what causes that. Not enough. Alrighty, I got it tacked on there. I'm going to do a weld, and this is what I mean. If it comes up with a tit on it, hit it again, and then generally it'll go. But that one did not. That's what I do. I just try to keep running it to go spot, spot, spot until the tip goes away. You can do it. I can do it. We all can do it together. I got to come back and take a look at that. It's coming up nice, and that's where I'm going to leave it. I like how this is what's going on here. Is I take this stuff down. If your stuff has a contour to it, you're generally pretty good. What I like is it's running up. It's running up, it's running up, it's running up to the corner, and then we're coming down around and we're going straight. I really like that. So I'm going to try to mimic that on the other side. Mimic the same. The other door is not on there right now. There's that decision. I should run. I'm going to make the other piece. Maybe I'll put the door on. I can go through the front, and I can go through the back to get in. Maybe even the back might be easier to go in. I still got to cut the top of the door off yet. I've got a little bit there, but I can make another piece. How long are we into it? What's that? This is the piece I made. Where's the piece I must have left it over there, did I? Come on, Chatty, it is right there. Look. See which one fits the best. Let's see how close they are. Let's take this one. Let's see how close they are. I don't know how far I bring up the metal on this one. I will make my pattern off this one again. See? Tape and all. Tape and all. Reach over there. Wow. See that? Look where the metal comes down. Hits right on the line, that one. Continues right on. Hickory, dickory, dock. Did not rent. Yeah, right on. Cool. Make another one. I want the straight edge. I really do. All right. Let's do it this way. Forgot my marker right there. I'll cut this one. The better we stay on the line, the better. The better. I can get my glasses to cut this one. That's what I want to do. Good and sturdy. I don't want to really rock it, you know, but it's some strong when you grab a hold of that. You know what I mean? Show rocker. That looks good on their back. I'm happy with that. Happy with that. That looks fantastic. Fantastic. Now you can picture it as I have this on here, and I'm getting these doors trying to fit the best. If I come in here and I cut that off, say an inch or 2 inch, I come in here and cut this all off, or cut that all off, come down here and cut this all off, and left an inch or two below here. Then I put a brand new sheet, take a brand new sheet of metal, put a little roll in it. We'll cover and we'll go over top of the lines with a brand new sheet of metal. We'll probably cut the skins right off and just reskin the whole bottom of it as one truck. There's basically not going to be a whole bunch of the Mercury left, like both door skins will be gone. The quarter panels have already been cut off, the headlights have been changed, but it'll still look like what's going on. And 18 gauge. 18 gauge, man! I have not done a bunch of shaping here, like on the wheel. I do not have a very good wheel. I generally use it on the fender here I did a while back. If I need some shape on something, I'm kind of lost sometimes because I do not have a good English wheel. I do not have a good English wheel. I'd like to have one. I have some fender skirts on this, fender skirts that we have that probably could look good on it, but I cannot, what can I say? I cannot roll them out because I do not have the wheel that works the best. But I'll probably get one because some of the stuff that I'm building does need a little more shape sometimes, and it's nice to sandbag something and give it a little more shape. Yeah. That's how I'm going to play that one. Now I'm going to use this because I can. We want to thank everybody for coming to our page and watching and hanging out. It's going good. I'm having fun doing it. Not everything is going to work exactly as I want it to. Not everything, no, it's not. But in the end, I will figure out everything. I will make the doors swing. I will do it all. I guarantee it. And all you'll have to do is for me to prove it to you is come back and watch. Basically it, baby. Basically it. Back and watch. Why not? Let's do it together. Come on. All right, this is the one for this side. I still have to put the door on yet. I'm going to put a little roll in it. A little roll in it. We're going that way. Baby, you getting hurt over there? You all right? What's going on there? Okay. Okay. Same. Same. Can't put it on without the door on. I know that. I have to come in here and cut that. I'm going to wait until I put the door on, and then I'm going for it. That's what's going to happen. We're going to do the exact same thing. Probably might even take a little measurement poo-poo and see what happens. Alrighty, you come back tomorrow. And I'm going to put the door on, I guess. I'm going to take and cut the top of the door off. Yes, I am. When the camera goes down, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut the top of the door off, shing that thing off. I'll bolt it back on like they had it bolted on. I'll get it in place the best I can, just like the other side. And I'll tack that piece on. When you come back tomorrow, hopefully, we'll have both those pieces on. We'll have them, I'm putting work on myself for tomorrow, aren't I? Huh? Putting work on myself. We'll have both those pieces on, I'm hoping. And then we'll be on to figuring out what's going on with the door. I have to do the exact same thing with this one. I have to cut the bottom of it to get it open. They're not hinged on there very good. Have to figure that out too. But when you come back, we will get to see the back door closed, and we'll carry on from there. I have to make up my mind. I don't want to cut that hood. I do not want to cut that hood. I do not want to cut that hood. But I will not have the door finished without using that metal, that piece of hood that goes up in there. I would weld that to the door, and I bring it up here, and I weld that to just like that. And then we cut our shape. Don't know if we're going to cut our door like this, if we're going to cut our door like this, that's sort of what's going on. We've had an idea where, Greg Henderson's the other day, we had an idea about Frenching a gas tank in there. I put a gas tank in the side of the truck, cut a hole. Well, we're going to take the door skin off anyways, because we're going to skin the side of it, because the skins have got holes, got pinholes everywhere. There's no sense doing that, just skin the whole thing. I was thinking about Frenching. That'd be a good time to French a gas tank in there. And one step would be the gas tank, and then when you open the door, that'd be another step in. That's what we're thinking. That's the guess, and that's what we're going with. Yeah, so I got to cut the top of the door off over there and place it on, bolt it on. You come back and tomorrow, and we will have both pieces welded on the top with the back door shut. That's what we'll have on, and then we'll be going on to the front door. So you will get to figure it out with me. You can use your brain. Use your brain if you want to. Don't matter to me. Just cut the square tubing, cut the bottom of the door off. When I weld this piece to the door, I'm just using this skin. Come back tomorrow. We'll see what happens. I'm just trying to figure it out with my brain as I'm talking, you know what I mean? I'm trying to figure it out as I'm talking. But this right here is where I'm at. This is what I'm thinking about, but this is what I got to do. See you later. Come on back tomorrow.